Hello, and welcome to Keeping It 100 Coalition Conversations. I'm your host, Shanice Lewis, and we launched this show to highlight the amazing advocacy work that our chapter is doing. This platform will give our leaders and committees the opportunity to share information about what is coming up and the initiatives so you can support. Our special guests this evening are the chair and co-chair of our education committee, and I'm going to bring them to the stage to introduce them. First, we have Hazel Regis Buckles. She is an award-winning retired track and field athlete. She was an LSU All-America track star, an Olympic Games competitor for Grenada, and ran track professionally. After retiring from athletics, she transitioned into education, and she is currently the principal at Kenilworth Science and Technology School. And hot off the press, Hazel is featured in this month's issue of In Register magazine. And let me add her page to the screen. And she looks beautiful. We are so proud of you. Congratulations, Hazel. And joining Hazel this evening, we have Andromeda Cartwright. She is the Chief Academic Officer at LSU Key Academy, a public charter school for students with dyslexia in Baton Rouge. Her academic interests are in dyslexia evaluation and remediation, educational training, and education reform through legislation. And thank you so much for joining me this evening, ladies. How are you?
Doing great.
So I hope you're not nervous. You feeling good?
Yes, we are under pressure, but you know what? We are good.
So tell me, why is advocating for Black women and girls in education so important to both of you? Because Hazel, why aren't you, on the health committee? Because you're an Olympic athlete.
So you know what, Sister Shanice, that is a very great question. Once joining 100 Black women, I really and truly wanted to pursue both education and health. But you want to give 100% to a specific committee, even though you're working with another committee. And I felt like health committee was like, okay, you already accomplished a whole lot in track and field. You know a lot of the aspects of it, but the health committee have a lot of things that you don't know. Education committee just really and truly inspired me because I believe in the work that the education committee is doing. I believe in the work that the health committee, public policy, economic empowerment, all of our committees. But I really, really wanted to be a part of the education committee because I truly believe that the work that we are currently doing in education is so essential. And I believe working alongside some amazing sisters on that committee was where I suited best.
Awesome. And what about you, Andromeda?
So for me, education has always been just a huge passion of mine. It's been something that I've been working in since I graduated from my master's program. So once I joined 100 Black Women in 2019, I've been on the education committee since then. I'm just super passionate about the work that we've been doing on that committee. Just being able to really touch young girls, young Black girls, especially with me being from North Baton Rouge, hearing different things out in the community and things like that. I think it's super important to be able to lift up our young girls in our area and in our community. So I think the education committee was the right fit for me for that.
And so, what is the overall goal of the education committee and the impact you want to have in the Baton Rouge community?
So definitely, we want to make sure that everything that we do would help our young girls. The overall goal is to educate them, of course. Without education, there is nothing. So when you think about the education committee, you're not just thinking about one aspect of it, because even though we want to educate all of our young girls that come to us, we also want to make sure that we are exposing them to what's going on in the public as well. What are some things that we can do as a committee to help them as they move forth in their career? So the overall goal, of course, is to educate, but there are other aspects of it as well.
Mhm.
Awesome. And let me put some of the comments up. We have people watching. Our first VP is in the audience. Our president is in the audience. Sister Susanna, a member of the Education Committee. So thank you for our sisters for supporting. Emily is in the building. Hey, all of our sisters of Metropolitan Baton Rouge, thank you for watching. So the Education Committee has a lot of programming, and it's all coming up back to back. So we're going to start off with the virtual college fair because that is happening this weekend. So tell me more about this event.
So our virtual college and career fair is one of our premier programs. We've been doing this program for a few years and it's always been very great. It really focuses on introducing young ladies, thinking about our high school seniors or maybe young ladies who are already in college, introducing them to different colleges, different universities. And we also have that career exploration portion as well, where they'll be able to hear from some sisters from the 100 Black Women organization, who will be able to talk to them about different things regarding their trajectory in their careers, how did they get to where they are, and just providing that support for our young ladies. So we're super excited about this event coming up on Saturday.
Do we have a list of the universities and colleges that will be in attendance?
So we already have a lot of colleges and universities that will be in attendance. We've reached out to universities and also community colleges across the state. We'll have different universities such as LSU, Southeastern, Dillard, ULL, and a few other colleges and universities as well. So we definitely want to make sure that we're giving a wide variety of experiences to our young ladies so that they can see all the different opportunities that there are for them after high school.
And if anyone is watching and this is the first time you heard about this, it's not too late to register. We still have spots open and it's free. So that's the price everybody loves, free. So make sure you register. On the flyer, you see a bit.ly link, and you can also go on our social media or our website. So make sure you register for the virtual college fair. This is an annual event. So maybe you're young this year and you might not be on the way to college, but next year it might be something of interest to you depending on your grade. So definitely keep following us to know when it's coming back out. And do we know some of the people maybe you want to spotlight on the career panel?
So all of the career panel will have about 4 to 5 sisters from our organization. They come from a variety of different career backgrounds. We'll have someone from the banking industry, the health industry, as far as having a registered nurse on our panel, a children's book author, and just a variety of different careers for our young girls to hear from. So they'll be able to interact with them through a panel. They'll be able to do some Q&As in a breakout room if they would like some additional information. And they'll be talking about their careers, but also just offering really good advice to students as they think about looking forward to determining what they want to major in school and what they kind of want their career to look like after college.
And on the flyer,
it is virtual, Sister Shanice, so there are no excuses not to be there, right?
Right. And I see on the flyer there are some giveaways. Is that a secret, or can you tell me about some of the giveaways? Or you want it to be a surprise?
I think we can, it's going to be good. I think you have to show up so you can see what it is, but it's going to be great. We're going to have giveaways. We're going to have a great time. It's not going to be something where you're just listening to a presentation or listening to people talk. We definitely want it to be interactive and something that's very useful for our young ladies. So we're super excited about it. And we hope that if you aren't registered, that you go ahead and register so that you can be a part of this program with us.
Excellent. So register now. We still have slots open. It's a free event. Now, another thing on here, which will get us to our next topic, is scholarships. So that is a big thing in our organization, helping Black women and girls pursue higher education. So tell us about this scholarship program we have.
So our scholarship program is actually open now. You see the deadline there of February 24th. We are going to be offering scholarships for different levels. So we want to be able to support our young ladies who are in high school and moving forward to college. but also thinking about our young ladies who are already in their undergraduate or graduate program at a school. So we really want to push this. We have the funding to give these scholarships away. We want to make sure that young girls in our community can really benefit from this. So we're really excited about this, and we really encourage anybody who meets those requirements to go ahead and apply. When you're thinking about the scholarship program, we're looking, of course, at your academics, but also at your community involvement. If you have interacted with any of our programming and things like that as well. So we're really looking for really great, well-rounded young Black girls who would love to have these extra funds so that they can support their college careers.
And is it rare to have scholarships for undergrad and graduates? Because usually it's high school is all everybody focuses on. So this is something different, right?
Definitely, especially thinking about that graduate level. It's very hard to be able to get a scholarship once you get to that graduate level. And like you said, even undergraduate can be tough as well. So we're really proud to be able to provide scholarship opportunities for young girls at different levels of their education. So that really opens it up to where we can have a variety of young ladies apply. So if you fit any of these categories, definitely check it out. We have that apply now link at the bottom so that you can get the money. Who doesn't like free money?
Right. Everybody likes free money. Those books be high. So the scholarship gives preference to those individuals who are involved in participating in our programs. So can you give some examples of what that looks like?
So we have a variety of programs where we interact with our young ladies in the community. So things like our mentoring program, which I believe we'll touch on a little bit later. We work a lot with STEM. So we have an event called Living the STEM Life, where we have young ladies come in and they interact with people from different universities who have that STEM background, really getting them excited about experiments and being scientists, which is super important, thinking about how that isn't something that usually is something that Black women would be involved in. So we have those opportunities. We also have, like we talked about previously, that virtual college and career fair. So there's been a lot of different opportunities across our organization for young girls to participate. So we would like to have this be a part of that. So if you have attended any of our programming, or if you plan to attend our virtual career and college fair this Saturday, we will be giving those people preference as we kind of consider these applicants.
So can you attend any events in the 100 Black Women programming, not just education events, but maybe you could volunteer for the upcoming health fair or something to put that on your application?
Definitely. So definitely any events within our organization, like we have our health committee who puts on a ton of events, economic empowerment, our public policy. There's really something for everybody. So we always have something going on within education and in our other committees as well. So we'll definitely be looking at those things when reviewing those scholarship applications.
Well, that is amazing. And so as you can see, the deadline is February 24th, which is not too far away. So you need to, if you're going to apply, you need to start now. It's a few steps, so you can't do it in an hour. You have to start now to get it in by the deadline. You can go to the link on the screen, and that takes you to the scholarship page on our website, and you can read all about the scholarship. And the scholarships are going to be awarded at one of our signature events, the Raw Experience, in May. That's correct, ladies?
Yes.
And so that is one of our signature events that we are so proud of. And, you know, not only would you get some free money, but it's a good time and an inspirational event. So definitely, if you know someone that qualifies for this scholarship, please spread the word. We are giving away free money for school. So, as you said, one of the ways you can volunteer and be a part of our organization or participate, so you can put it on the application, is our mentorship program. Now, tell us a little bit about Unapologetically Be the 100 mentoring program.
So this program, of course, when you think of mentorship, you think about how can we give back? How can we really mold and develop our young Black girls? Unfortunately, we are not accepting any applicants. We are 10 young ladies strong, but that does not mean that you cannot look forward for upcoming events next year. We started Saturday, we had our orientation for the young ladies, and that was amazing. We could not do this without the education committee. So we have to give shout outs to Sister Tursula. We have to give shout out to Sister Susanna and all of our education subcommittees who work diligently with us to make sure that these events happen. So next we're going to have a health session. The health committee is going to work with our young girls as well. So part of the mentorship program is to involve all of our committees in the work that we're doing. So we have an event to where the health committee would join. We have where economic empowerment would join just to talk about what's going on in our community, making sure that our kids know about different health habits so they are engaged more in not just the social media piece of it. We also have public policy. So all of our committees will come together to work with the mentoring program to make sure that they receive all of the aspects of being the whole and developed self, not just one aspect of saying, okay, well, mentoring is about just speaking with someone. We also want to say thank you so much to our sisters who dedicated their time to serve as mentees, right? Mentors for the mentees. So because that is very important. We need to make sure that we have involved strong women who can serve as the mentors to the young ladies as well. So we want to say thank you so much for serving in that aspect. So the mentor program, again, we focus on different aspects, bringing in our different committees. We also make sure that the young ladies have a space where they can share with others outside of school, outside of the family, because we all know they hear a lot from people every day. Everybody's telling them what to do, when to do it. But having that space allowed them to ask questions. It allowed them to be free to let us know what it is that they really need. How can we support them, whether that is moving on to the next grade, whether that is in career pathway, just as a support system. So they have a positive person in their lives. I don't think any of us could have been where we are without someone being a mentor to us. So for me, mentorship means a whole lot because without a strong mentor, I don't believe I would be where I am today. So shout out to the mentorship program, the mentorship committee, all of the work that we're doing under our education committee. And the goal is to, again, develop future leaders.
And this is another program that is free, correct?
It is absolutely free. So again, that's what we're here for, to offer free services. And as an organization, giving back to the community is very, very important. And who do not want to be involved with things that are great and not just great, but also free?
Absolutely. So this is closed, as you said, for 2024.
Yep.
But if somebody is watching and this is the first time they've heard of this mentorship program, can they still sign up for 2025? Is there a waiting list?
So what we plan on doing, of course, is still open. So if people are registering, of course, we're going to take that into consideration for 2025 because we want the mentorship program to be one that's very intentional. So instead of having 40 plus young ladies in that group setting, we want to keep it small. So again, to just make sure that if you're interested, you keep joining us, like our page so you can get more information when the application registration is open again.
Now, if that wasn't enough, the education committee has a lot going on, a lot. So another program is Buku Vitabu. And this is a program to increase the literacy of school-age girls. Now, first, tell me, what does Buku Vitabu even mean?
So if you're in education, you probably heard this from the kids. They walk around and they say, I got buku this, buku that, buku the other. So buku just simply means a lot, right? Mm-hmm. Buku is French and it is a lot. Vitabu is Swahili and it means books. So it just means a whole lot of books.
That's cute. I love it. And so we don't have a flyer that's approved yet. So we don't have the flyer. You have to follow us on social media to see when that will be released. However, tell us a little bit about the programming with the local authors.
So we have two pieces in this Buku Vitabu. We have the author pieces with the students. So we're focusing on kindergarten through 5th grade. And then we have the parent panel session. So we're not only educating our students, we're also providing resources to our parents. So when you think of this day, think of it as we have our Black authors, because representation matters, right? So we have our Black authors. We're going to be breakout sessions with the authors. Some of the authors have their own books. So not only are we putting our kids together with faces that look like them, but faces who are accomplished, who are authors, who have books, and that they can relate. Because a lot of our kids want to be authors in the future, so they need to see that in real life. So we have the breakout session with the authors, and then we also have the panel session with the parents. I'll be focusing on the panel session with the parents, just going over what literacy looks like. What is this all about in 2024? Because there have been a lot of changes in literacy by the Louisiana Department of Education. So how do we not only educate our kids, but how do we educate our parents as well? So we'll be having a panel with experts who are working, whether it's in the State Department, even our sisters who are in education, on that panel to talk more about what does that look like from a school setting, and also what does that look like in supporting parents. And I will definitely love for Sister Andromeda to share a little bit more, because dyslexia is her thing. This is an area of strength, so she can talk a little bit more about that.
Yes, I love all of education's programs, but I am super excited about this one. I think, Hazel talked about, it's just so important for our young girls to see strong Black women who look like them. They're writing books, they are here, and it's just so important for our young girls to see that. So in those sessions with our itty bitties, we'll be doing a read aloud, so they'll be able to hear from these authors and get that read aloud experience with them. They'll also be doing some sort of like art or STEM activity that's related to the book. So it'll be a whole lot of fun. Again, another free program. So we're super excited about it. The parent panel is also going to be excellent. Again, being able to hear from all those literacy experts in our state. And also, we're going to have some partnerships with maybe some local literacy agencies as well. So we really want parents to be able to walk away with the knowledge about literacy. How can they help support their girls at home in literacy? How can they talk to their schools about any concerns that they have, while also providing a really fun and exciting opportunity for the girls in K-5 as well. So it's going to be a great experience.
And advocating is what we do. So when you can empower others, especially our parents, to go to, whether it's a conference at school, whether it's to identify, hey, my child is struggling with homework, and it's not just because they're lazy, they have a problem, I think we will be doing justice, and we will definitely be fulfilling our mission. So this work is, again, it's not just about putting events on or activities on. We want to make an impact and be intentional about that.
And Hazel, as a principal, you see firsthand that parents that aren't involved in their children's education and aren't active with interacting with teachers and bringing them the extracurricular things like this, the kids suffer, right?
Absolutely. And we want to make sure that our parents are comfortable. A lot of the times parents, they feel like if they don't know the information, then they don't want to talk about it. So how do we create a space where they can ask questions and don't feel like they're asking a question that does not make sense? How do we open up to give them the resources? Even as simple as you can go on to Louisiana Department of Education and find a wealth of information for parents in how to help their child at home. If it's simply driving in the car and have your child read a stop sign or read information on a billboard, those are simple things that parents can do to support their children at a young age to build that literacy skill. So again, I believe this space is important because parents will feel safe and they would have the information that they need to continue to advocate for their children.
And Andromeda, your specialty is dyslexia. So how is it important for children with learning disabilities to come and participate in these type of things involving reading? Because let me say, the majority of us had learned about dyslexia from the Cosby Show when Theo was diagnosed with dyslexia. But I know leaps and bounds have been made since then.
Yes, so that's another reason why I'm so super excited about this. I'm excited for the flyer to get approved and to get out because I'm definitely going to quickly get that out to the principal at our Baton Rouge campus so that we can make sure that some of our students can participate. And it's so very important because dyslexia actually affects 20% of the population. It is under-identified, especially thinking about in Black children. So I think just any opportunity that we can have with our families, with our parents, and also with our young girls is going to be super powerful, so very important for all of our students, especially those who may have those struggles in reading.
And somebody in the audience is saying they're having a problem with the link to the scholarship. Those bit.ly links are case sensitive. So you have to put it capital or lowercase, just like you see it for it to work. Or you can just go to our website and go to the programs tab and find scholarships there. And Sister Susanna saying dyslexia affects 25% of the population. Wow. I don't think everybody was aware of how common it was.
And it is very common. We see a lot of those behaviors being seen as behavior problems rather than actually digging deeper into understanding that it's not just it's a behavior, but it's a behavior because something is lacking. So again, as school leaders working with children every single day, it is so important that parents are knowledgeable, that they can identify and see things even at age 1, that they're able to reach out for help. So again, we're here to give all of the resources that we can and support parents, not just at the specific session that we're activity or program that we're having, but outside of that as well.
Martina Domino, our sister, is co-signing. She's in education too, so she knows as well how important this event is. So have all the local authors been selected, or are you looking for local authors to submit that have written children's books?
We are looking. So Sister Martina is an author. So kudos to Education Committee for having amazing women, but we are looking. So again, if you have local authors that are out there that are willing to come give their time, we're asking that you please let us know, send us an email, and we definitely will be reaching out.
And if you're interested in being an author, you can email the Education Committee at education@ncbwmetrobr.org. Again, education@ncbwmetrobr.org. And you can email them about any of the programs that you heard today if you have any questions or want more information. So we mentioned today that all of the programs that we've been talking about are free. But even though they are free to the public, they are free to us. It costs money to put on programming, from venues to material. I know at the mentoring, sometimes you offer snacks and drinks to the young women. So are you looking for sponsors for your programs?
We are always looking for sponsors. We cannot do this work without having some funding. So yes, we are. And if you know anyone that's willing, whether that is donation, whether that is money, whether that is donation of water, snacks, anything, we definitely will be accepting that, because we can't do this work, again, just functioning off of our organization. We are a nonprofit and we're actually doing all of this for free. So donation is the way to go to help us to survive, to continue to fulfill the mission of NCBW 100. So yes, we are. And again, if you know someone, even if you can't sponsor, if you know people in the community that can sponsor, please have them email us as well.
Yeah, and again, we're looking for monetary and in-kind sponsors. We welcome it all. So if you have listened and it's a specific program that speaks to you, or a specific program that goes with your brand, definitely reach out directly to the Education Committee at education@ncbwmetrobr.org. So is there anything else that we can expect coming from the Education Committee in 2024?
You can always expect the best, right? We love all of our committees, but of course, the love and the passion, the drive, the hard work from Education Committee is always something that we look forward to look forward to the programs that we're having, but also as we work through what else can we do in the community. I think it's important for everyone in the community to know who we are. So share our Facebook page, tell people who we are, send them all of the information that you can, have them email us, because our goal is to be more visible, bring awareness to our organization, and to make sure that everyone is fully aware of our mission and the work that we're doing in this community.
Awesome. Any final words, Andromeda, or did Hazel sum it up?
Hazel summed it up. I was just sitting here nodding because she said it all. So we're super excited. We're really passionate about the work that our organization is doing, and we just want you guys to interact with us in any way that you can, whether that's through the website, through social media, sponsorships, attending programs. We just really, like Hazel said, we want to be visible. We want to be here and be in service to our community. So we would just love to interact with you all in any way. And we are here and we're excited.
And we want to say thank you to our leadership. You guys have really worked and helped us to grow in this organization. So from our president all the way down to our Madam First VP who oversees us, thank you for everything that you all have done and continue to do to push us to do better. We truly appreciate it.
Yes, and thank you, Hazel and Andromeda, for being my guest on the show this evening, and for all the phenomenal work you are doing with the Metropolitan Baton Rouge chapter. It was a very informative show, and I know people are going to be interested in all of the amazing things that the Education Committee is doing. So thank you so much.
And thank you, Sister Shanice. We can't do this without you. So thank you for your amazing work, and we look forward to Education being on again.
And again, if anybody is interested in supporting us, make sure you visit our website at ncbwmetrobr.org. On our website, you can learn about all of our committees, our signature programs, and there you can even give a donation. We accept donations through PayPal on our website, and there's a drop-down menu where you can allocate where you want your donation to go to, and you can select Education Committee for your donation to go directly to the Education Committee. There's also another option for scholarships if you want your money specifically to go to the scholarship program. So we are open to donations, and Madam VP said, thank you all for stepping up and leading. Our sisters are saying, awesome. President saying, NCBW MBR proud. Sister Susanna says, good job, sisters. Sister Martina, awesome job, sisters. So this has been a great show. Thanks again. And we'll definitely be hearing from more of our committees coming up and some more of our signature events. So thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
And again, make sure you visit our website, ncbwmetrobr.org. Make sure you're following our social media pages. If you have any questions about any of the educational programming you heard about today, or if you're interested in being a sponsor of one of the programs, email education@ncbwmetrobr.org. I've been your host this evening, Shanice Lewis, on behalf of Metropolitan Baton Rouge Chapter and President Courtney Hunt. Thank you for tuning in to Keeping It 100 Coalition Conversations. Until next time, God bless.